Welcome everyone to Chasing Temps. My name is Abhi. Thank you for joining me, guys. I am back at Silverstone. After the horrendous crash of 2018 footage, and the horrendous crash of 2019 footage, I hope you saw the two footages, and you know what, 2 crashes in 2 years and second session as well, so I couldn't really do anything. Now I've just come here with a different mindset, different approach, and you know what, this is where it all started. Maybe it's a hint from above. This is where it all started. What I mean by that is my first track day was about 5-6 years ago when I was at Silverstone, and it was the national pits, not the international wing we've got now. So this is the national pits, and because of COVID-19, obviously, you know what, there's so much space. There's not many people on the track. It's absolutely unbelievable. I'm in the fast group, going pretty well, and you know what, I have listened to so everyone and anyone, my family and friends, who've given me the advice to take it easy, calm down. It's your first track after ages. You know what, I've been listening to all of you guys, all of you. I've taken it easy, and you know what, it's paid dividends. In terms of lap times, I'll disclose that later, probably in the footage and everything. Is probably better that way. But yeah, it's been going really, really good. I mean, I've come here with my lovely friends, and they've got some stunning bikes, and I'll show you their bikes in a minute, so you know exactly what bikes we've got. And I'll also show you now my bike. Back in the pit lane, Silverstone there. You know what, this is the national straight, and this is the bike. So fully decaled. So just to go through things, got the GPS on with the i2M and a secondary GPS module just as a backup. And you know what, I'm so glad I had a backup, because for some reason this GPS, I think either the plug is loose or something, and it's just not catching the signal. So yeah, I just thought I'll have a secondary GPS, which is the Dual Sky Pro, which is really, really good. And you know what, it's been going pretty good. Okay, back to the studio, as they say, and let's get down to business, because I really want to show you some laps. Now, I'm going to first of all show you an average-ish lap by me, and then what I'm going to do is later on in the video compare that to the best lap of the day, and I'm going to compare it with an app called Trackday Genius. And this is what I always encourage people to do. I've been accused of talking about lap times too much on a racetrack. Now, this is the only way you can tell how kind of good you are from your previous trip to that person, that racetrack compared to this trip. So I think it's always good to measure yourself. You will always see that on my i2M dash, 90% of the times the lap timer is actually off. The only thing I turn on my dash is the tire temperatures. So I know what tire temperatures I'm running live as I'm riding. But however, I don't really have my lap times displayed 90% of the times. Mainly on Euro days, I normally have my lap times on. But in UK days, I normally use an app, then I come home and check my telemetry, and that's what I'm going to show you today. So it's very interesting. So have a look at this lap first, and then we're going to look at the faster lap later on after some track faffery. So the story till now, morning session went pretty well, and just before lunch I came back in and my front wheel was absolutely jammed, and just noticed that my pads were gone. Z04 pads, they had half the meat left on them, Brembo Z04, and I don't know why, I must have braked harder or something. It's just they worn pretty quick, you know, half a pad, half a day, you know. It's just very surprising. Luckily one of my mates had a set. I've got some sets at home, I've got 2 sets at home, so I can give him back, but yeah, it was very, very surprising. Exactly. So that is the instructor of Levi. You are Levi Day's instructor, aren't you? Yeah. Yes, that is the instructor of Levi Day. Levi did the whole decal on the bike, the Chasing Tents bike, and that's the instructor for Levi Day. So unbelievable. So the instructor came over to us and said, "Did Levi do your bikes at Sublime Design?" And we said, "Yeah." So unbelievable, really quick guy. So learned 1 or 2 things from him. I'm going next now with a trainer. Now, you know what, 2018 and 2019, I crashed behind the instructor. by putting myself under pressure, by trying to chase the instructor. Now I've come here with a completely different mindset. I am not the animal I always was, like, you know, just go straight away, go in full throttle, don't care about anything. I've taken a very measured approach this time, you know, everything from even learning to do suspension. So before I would just pay for £40 for suspension setup, job done, go. Now Griff from Aprilia Performance, AP Workshop, sorry, AP Workshop, I still need to get used to that. So Griff from AP Workshops in Tamworth, who was an Aprilia guru, you know, on a Saturday accommodated me and sat me down, and he went through everything with me. He taught me how to look for things, what to look for things, how to adjust things. You know what, I was absolutely a dumbass when it came to suspension setup, but that was absolutely brilliant. So now I knew what my rear was doing this morning, which I never knew before. I would just give it everything. I just took a very measured approach this time, and you know what, it's working, and got the afternoon now to go some time with the instructor, and let's see how it goes. As promised, I was going to show you my two favorite bikes here at Silverstone. Both belong to my friends. One of them is an Aprilia and the other one is the Yamaha. So this one belongs to the one and only Ben Varley, who did my 04 pads today, and they were sponsored by Cal. Yes, sponsored by MVM Performance. Follow them on YouTube and also social media.
To Trackdays as well.
Exactly, always bringing parts and helping me out. So this is MVM Performance / Cal's R1, pretty much fully loaded. He recently bought that from a racer who, lovely chap, unfortunately had a big crash on another bike, and really wanted to sell this bike at a very, very good price, and Cal just got on it straight away. It's got everything. I'm going to make a special video showcasing every single upgrade on that bike, because this is better than British Superstock. So yeah, I was going to show you the Aprilia as well of Ben Varley, but he's ran off somewhere, so I'll show you that in a bit. Okay, now it's time to show you the faster lap of the day, which was a 2:33. The previous one was a 2:39. Then after that, I'm going to compare both using Trackday Genius app, and I will tell you what to look out for when you've come back home to see where you were faster, what you can do to improve, and what tips you can have from that app to really improve yourself next time. that lap time was a 2 minute 33 compared to a 2 minute 39, which I showed you earlier. So clearly I was 6 seconds faster. 6 seconds is a big time, and I didn't want to show you a 2 minute 34 or a 2 minute 35. I deliberately showed you a quite an average lap time and then a decent-ish lap. Still not very fast enough for me, to be honest. I'm a bit slower after the crash, but however, I really wanted to show you the difference between the 2 minute 39 and 2 minute 33 and how you can improve using the app. So let's have a look at the app, and then we'll go everything, and I'll only take 30 seconds of your time and I'll explain everything to you. So I'm going to show you the screen recording of the app, what I see, and then you will know exactly what I mean. So let's have a look at this very quickly. So we are on the home page of Trackday Genius app. Let's go to Genius and then we go to imports, because I've imported everything using a GoPro 7. Now we're going to go to all my sessions. So my sessions were session 3 was my quickest lap, which was a 2 minute 33. Not that fast, but you know, it was 3 seconds slower than my best time, but it's okay. I'm back after a crash and stuff. Anyway, so we compare it to a 2 minute 39, as you can see here, and let's go. And straight away it's going to tell me where I'm losing and gaining time. So let's have a look at this in more detail. So first things first, I see this light bulb. I click on it and it tells me straight away some genius tips where I'm going slow. So straight away it says to me, hi Chasing Tents Abbey, you're losing time 4 seconds in sector 2, mostly between Woodcut and Copse compared to the reference. Now this is fantastic. Now yellow is my reference time and the blue one is my slower time. So next it says you got to accelerate at Woodcut 794 meters earlier with quicker throttle and stuff like that. So there's a lot of information here in very layman terms. So I didn't really want to show you many graphs, and I really wanted to show you this and how this app works. Now straight away, if we want to move from corner to corner, so next one is Copse Corner, and it will tell me exactly what in terms of speed I'm faster, 55.8 kilometer faster. You know, it's just, this is unbelievable information. Then acceleration summary, then it tells me another sector, and then it gives me another genius tip here what I can do. So then it shows me that you are losing 1.7 seconds in sector 3, mostly between Stowe and Vale. Now this is amazing, and then it tells me about acceleration and what I can do. Again, if we go back, we keep checking corner after corner. This is maggots, and you can tell the deceleration summary, distance, speed summary, acceleration summary. It gives you so much information. So this was a brief summary. I really didn't want to do a detailed video on this, because a video is coming on this app very soon where I'm going to show you exactly what to do after you've come home, so you don't get accused like me of doing too much lap timing on the track, which I don't really, because I do everything using a GoPro or a GPS Bluetooth unit, and when I come home then I look at telemetry and to see where I was slower last year or the year before compared to now. I mean, this year I'm 3 seconds slower than my best time of 2 minute 30, and that's obviously due to the bike is completely changed, new suspension, new everything really. And so yeah, I really wanted to show you in detail how it all works, you know, with this telemetry system. And there's no, I mean, there is graphs in there, there's accelerometers, there's G meters and everything. It depends on how much detail you really want to go into. But I really wanted to show you some bullet points there on what tips the app gives and what you can actually learn from it. So next time you know, okay, you know what, in this session this was slower, and these were the reasons why I was slower, and this is what I can do to get better, and how you can do it as well. It shows you the tips. It's absolutely brilliant. That will be in the bloopers. That will be in the bloopers. Flipping air, fell. I just missed my chair completely. One thing I wanted to show you guys, if you've been let the bike go by. If you've been following me on social media, especially the channel itself, you might have seen a picture with me having tire blankets on top of the tire warmers. So I got Thermo Race tire warmers, which are excellent, but this morning it was very chilly, and I tend to always take a spot right next to the shutters, so the wind is always pretty high. So I was using the tire blankets this morning on top of the tire warmers to just heat things up a bit quicker and a bit more hotter, and especially I'm running SC0 Pirelli compound in the back and SC1 Pirelli compound in the front, both slicks. So yeah, it's very important for the tires to be real warm. You don't want to be going out with cold tires. that was the Instructor. Anyways, I'll put another video with the Instructor in a bit, and we'll take it from there. Just had my session with Rich, who was I was following him first, and then he was following me, just looking at the lines and everything. He noticed a number of points which he's going to tell me now. So I'm just going to put the mic on Rich, and we'll take it from there.
Cool. So Abby, just great session out there, mate. Really good, smooth progress. The key thing we're looking for on a track day is that safety side of things, and that you're out there enjoying it. And you can see that you've got lovely, consistent lines, really well set, great on the gas, great on the brakes. Key thing that you need to work on is the corner speed. Yeah.
Road speed.
Corner speed. Corner speed. Yeah.
Okay.
So corner speed is going to be crucial for you, because at the moment what we've got is almost like it's almost like a pause, sort of mid corner.
Okay.
Okay. It's almost like oh, I'm here. Right. Okay. Let's go. Yeah. And the majority of that is coming from not using all of the track.
Yeah.
So, for example, when we're coming down the start-finish straight here and tipping into there, we want to be using that white line on the left-hand side. Really hug that white line.
Okay.
And then look at your turning point, and then looking for that apex. Okay. If we're using all of the track, we're making it an easier corner. Okay. If we're using half the track, we're making it a much harder corner, aren't we? Because we've got less room to turn the bike in and to steer it in. Yeah. So I think that's what's causing you at the moment to pause mid-corner, because you've got to wait. Right. Oh, okay. Right. There's the exit. Now we can go. Yeah. Whereas if we are out on that white line to start with, yeah, we can tip it in and carry that corner speed through and start picking up that throttle from the apex and driving. Yeah. That's where you'll pick up the speed, is just by using all that track. It's a little bit of a regular occurrence. What we have here is that mentality of almost like the car driver. Or
unfortunately, in the middle of that, the memory card actually got corrupted. Luckily, I didn't lose all my data, so that memory card is now in the bin. Luckily, I've got all the video footage saved. So as you can see, the Instructor was telling me I need to make use of the circuit fully, which I don't do, and that's been my problem since day one. I don't really use the circuit as much as I should. So that's a massive learning thing I'm taking away from Silverstone. Guys, I really want to thank you for watching this video, but I really want to thank those people involved who got me here in the first place. After my crash, you know, the bike was kind of in bits, I was in bits, so I really want to thank Gomez, who is a fantastic chef, got really good mechanical know-how, who's really kind of took his time, and I told him to take his time because I really wanted my bike to be really good. I'm going to leave his details in the description, so you guys can contact him if you really want to get your bike sorted out as well. He's a thorough guy. He's sorted my bike out. Secondly, I want to really thank Bikers World, John Coughlin, who actually looked at everything, in terms of valve clearances, gearbox checks, clutch checks, did a service in the end on the bike as well, right at the end, because he had to take the oil out to check a number of things. Massive thank you to Griff Woolley from Aprilia Performance, as I mentioned earlier in the video. Road Race Performance Shropshire, what would I do without them? You know, Malotti Racing, Road Race Performance Shropshire, they've really supported me and helped me with the parts at a decent price, because I had a big crash and, you know, my parts list was massive. I'm massively grateful to Brett from Road Race Performance Shropshire. Same way, Bike HPS, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't get a sprocket. I mean, right at the end, I realized I had a wrong sprocket for the carbon wheels compared to the OEM wheels. Long saga. But you know what? On a Saturday, out of nowhere, they told me to come to their warehouse, pick up the sprocket, and I'm so grateful to them, and they've also helped me with the other parts as well. So I'm massively grateful to all these people involved, and also my friends, and it's just been amazing. You know, even on this track day, you know, they helped me. My constant had a problem, you know, my mate Vic from MVM Performance gave me a special screw which only fits that constant. My bike wouldn't go up, I wouldn't be able to put tri-aromas. My friend Cal from MVM Performance gave me the brake pads. Ben Vale, who was there, who fitted the brake pads for me. I can't do any mechanical work, okay? I cannot do any mechanical work. So, you know, I'm really grateful to these people who helped me out. Everyone who's been involved. If I haven't mentioned anyone's name, I'm sorry, but I'm also grateful to you guys and my family and friends who've been really supportive during this kind of crash period to this now where I'm at. You know, I'm back on the track. I'm slower but I'm back, you know, and I'm back and I'm safe. The bike's in one piece, I'm in one piece. I'm so grateful to everyone. You know, I had a lot of hate as well. You know, I put myself out on YouTube, and you know, you get hate from people saying, oh, you know, well, I didn't take anyone out. I crashed on my own. I didn't take anyone out, but you still get a bit of hate from people, which is fine. It's part and parcel of putting yourself out there on YouTube. So you get that from a lot of people. So I have learned a lot of lessons from my crash, and I am now a thinker rather than someone who just gets out of the pits and just gives it everything he's got. So I'm a thinker now, and things have changed. I'm a little bit slower, but it's okay, and we'll just continue this learning journey, and we'll take it from there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me. I've got 1,000 subscribers on YouTube now. I'm going to make a special video about it later, but thank you so much for supporting. Please do subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Sorry, I just went on too much, but I really wanted to thank everyone who have been supporting me. So thank you so much. Look after yourselves. Stay safe, everyone. Take care.